This month marks 3 years since the events of January 6th, the most violent assault on our nation's capital since the War of 1812.
And now a former police officer who defended Congress that day has announced that he is running for office. His name is Dunn, and he's running to represent Maryland's 3rd District, and he joins us now. Welcome to you, and thanks a lot for being with us today.
Good afternoon, y'all. Thanks for having me.
So you were a Capitol Police officer for 15 years. Why make the switch and go into politics, and why now?
I've been trying to figure out that same question myself. No, honestly, January 6th, those events, I believe, are the catalyst that put me in this position where I am now. But my entire life has been, my adult life has been dedicated to public service and doing what I believe is right. And the events of January 6th, I think it showed me, how close we are, or how close we were and are to losing one of the things that makes us special in this world. And, we need people in Congress that will fight back against what's going on with the other side, pushing lies, whitewashing, downplaying what we went through, what I went through, and what America saw with their own eyes.
You say becoming a member of Congress would give you a seat at the table to hold Trump accountable. Yeah. Why does that matter to you?
The accountability part, because what has happened, what has been put in place to stop January 6th from happening again? Yes, there have been people at what people like to refer to as the foot soldier level that have been held accountable for their crimes and the assaults, or the brutal assaults on the police officers, the men and women of the Capitol Police and Metropolitan Police that day. Yes, those people have been held accountable, but the person who I believe incited it, obviously my opinion doesn't really matter. It matters, but obviously it comes down to the criminal justice system, the Justice Department, and I believe that they are attempting to hold him accountable because the reason for accountability is to make sure something never happens again. It's a deterrence, and that hasn't happened to this day.
And again, you blame former President Trump for his alleged actions on January 6th. Maine and Colorado, they have both taken him off the ballot. Do you believe and agree that the former president, should be off the ballot for the 2024 race?
Just the way, I'm not a constitutional scholar, but the way that it reads, the way I understand it, I think it's clear. However, there are people in the court system that know a lot more about that than I do. So, the president is entitled to his his day in court, and he'll get that with the Supreme Court taking it up, I believe, in February. I don't, mince words about how I feel about him. I do believe that he should be disqualified, but, that just comes from a place of anger and bitterness. So I can admit that. That's why I'm thankful that I don't have to make the decision about whether he can be on the ballot or not.
You're one of just a handful of officers who was there that day, who has spoken up publicly about what you experienced and what went on. Why do you think that is?
To be frank, this speaking out hasn't been easy. Kinda. It has been easy because I think it would be harder to not speak out for me. But when I refer to it not being easy, it's because there's been a lot of pushback from individuals on the other side. I've getting a lot of hate messages. But the support of people across the world, across the country, across the state of Maryland who do support me and encourage me for what I'm doing is drowning out that noise.
And a final question for you. You have publicly said that you suffer from PTSD as a result of those events that day on January 6th. How are you doing now?
Thank you for asking that. It brings a little bit of humanity to this, and I think that's one of the reasons, that's something this world is lacking. So I truly appreciate you asking. I'm doing all right. And you know what? I think it's because I'm so busy trying to get out there and learn the political world. I'm not a politician. I'm not a public career politician. I'm a career public servant. There's a saying, turn your lemons into lemonade. And I believe in being action driven. And that's what I'm trying to do right now.
All right. Former Capitol Police officer and current congressional candidate Dunn. Good to see you, and thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Have a good day.
You too.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here, to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.